Well folks, welcome back to another video. Oh boy, these will never live up to the quality that you're not paying to see. However, well, that was a silly thing to do, drops that piece of track, but never mind. This is where we left off last time. Just beginning to have some thoughts about going diagonally across the middle. So, what I'm going to do this week, we are going to take these bits and pieces off here. And you'll see what I'm doing here. I can put one long bit of tack in there, that's for sure. Oops, maybe. However, yes, I'm not entirely sure about this. I'm either going to have to get some more curved platform pieces, or I'm going to have to accept shorter trains, because quite frankly one of these long straights is not going to do the trick. I can get longer coming this way, which is a bit of a nuisance. However, we will continue with the experiment, and there is the second radius. Now, I suppose what I could do, but the problem is this area here will be where the town is. The main buildings and everything else, the station buildings will be this side. So we'll put that there as a representation. But there's not going to be much room for movement this way. Maybe an inch or so. Anyhow, second radius goes off the table. Now, the branch line, you see, when the branch line comes in, we've got to find the door to that. No idea where it is, it's got to be there somewhere. We'll find the door eventually. But we've got to fit a good shed. Which I suppose could be. See, this is going to be a bay platform over this side, so it doesn't really matter how far down here this good shed is, because that will be another line next to the bay platform. And up here could be the engine shed, in which case I've got to find a first radius curve Yes, so don't need such a long. No, there we go. That's where the branch comes in now. The problem is that's it. You see the dilemma. That's this is. I've got no reason why I can't take up more space down here. There's a whole big space there, so we could bring that down there with a couple of wagons. That can go there. Sorry, I'm getting in your way there, aren't I? That could go off into the engine shed. Probably need a half curve. Just a half curve, which I haven't got at the moment. But certainly I could certainly get the angle right with that, and that would then send the branch line off out there, and we would have to imagine a physical connection with the main line somewhere over there, in the distance. And by just angling that slightly, again, I need a half curve, but it's not beyond the realms of. Well, no, I wouldn't, because stupid boy. This is the platform one, so it don't matter about the other angle, do it? So we could stick a bit of track on there. Move that point back. Bring that back to there. The track goes off into the engine shed with a little straight in the engine shed. How does that look? Does that look reasonable? I'm going to take this off and bring it back in a minute. It's always very difficult. Amazing, isn't it, when you first start to plan a railway. I think this is the hardest bit, you know. It's trying to imagine what you're going to see, and the railways would come round the corner. Sorry about that. And that's the view you would see, almost driver's eye view. It has possibilities. Although somebody said to me the other day in a comment, you need a bigger baseboard. And I think every model railway needs a bigger baseboard. It doesn't actually look quite so bad looking at it from this angle. I may yet be able to work out how to get 4 coach trains on both the platforms. I'll have to work on that. Anyway, it's all in the planning, isn't it? Now, I'm going to just put this back up here for a minute. Well, I've just had to restart. I've no idea what I said. Excuse me, but I think it was something along the lines of, I know this is not going quick enough for a lot of people, but I guess it's a choice now. I have to make up my mind. Do I continue with them? And I'm really so busy with other things that there just isn't very much time to do this at present. Do I carry on and maybe, it's not good enough for some of the people that are watching, and I can perfectly understand that. Especially if you want to see a professional layout built, you're not going to see one here, that's for sure. I'm just a rank amateur. Or do I admit defeat and just say, well, look, sorry folks, I can't do enough videos regularly every fortnight to do it justice. I honestly don't know what the answer is. For the moment, I'm going to soldier on, but I'm afraid you're not going to get much progress, but at least hopefully you will see a little bit of progress each time I do a video. The reason I'm saying I'm having to re-say this is because I suddenly looked at the viewfinder last time and it had gone completely out of focus. I don't know quite what happened there, but anyway, I hope you can see I did the drawing while I was talking, so we'll go through it again. I'm not using the back table because that is the fiddle yard, so that's not going to have any layout scenery on it at all. So here is the dividing line between the big table, this one, and the back. So I'm going to have some back scenery. We'll have a double track tunnel portal there and a single track tunnel portal there for the branch. And at the other end we'll have a double track tunnel portal, but it may come this way. It would be nice if I could build a hill over that, so the roadway, and I've got a level crossing on order, could come around this outer edge, go up the hill and onto the scenery, out of the scenery that way, and then maybe I could have space on the top here for the church. That would be rather nice. And then the station area would be along this bit here, and the roadway would continue along the bottom of the table, come in this way, and then work itself out round, maybe in a loop, with the bus depot there, station area there, and the hops, shops and houses dotted around the roadway there, and perhaps a little park in the middle. Excuse me. And then on the other side, get the pen out. Here is this isn't really to scale, is it? Let's put the tunnel there. The other line would come in because you've got the branch line finishing there. Okay, that's branch line. Then you've got track coming off of there to go to the goods shed, okay, and a track coming off there. This will be the engine shed, and the goods shed will be situated there. And in this big space you could have some more, well, it won't be too big a space, but you could have a few more houses and shops and what have you. You could have a little estate there. So that, I think, is basically what we're looking at the moment. I hope you can, for my stupid drawings, I hope you can get some idea of what what I'm thinking, excuse me, what I'm hoping to do next time is to perhaps get some of this track joined up, and I'm going to clear the table so as I've got room, and again still using the second hand track, get everything joined up and see how it looks. And I'll get one of my boxes of rolling stock out, and I'll put a test train on there to see whether we can get a 4-car train in each platform, and see if I need to buy any more curved pieces, because that actually on a model railway it makes a big difference as to how far away the platform edgings are to the track, because it doesn't act like it does in real life. You have to allow much more room for the edges of coaches and certain locomotives for the buffers and what have you. But anyway, that is as it is at the moment, and as I say, you've not seen much this video, just my drawing of what's hopefully to come. But yes, I think the idea is beginning to take shape now, and hopefully we'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time, when, as I say, there might actually be a bit more track properly laid out and the station a bit better looking, and we can start seeing some progress towards what's finally going to go down. So if you're still with me, thank you very much for staying with me, and as I say, it's not going to be very quick, it's not going to be very detailed every week or fortnight, but I'll try my best. And I don't want to stop doing the videos, because I know there are folk out there who are quite interested to see how I get on. And I don't care if there's only 2 or 3 of you. You know, it's no different to us talking to each other on the phone, or having a video chat on Facebook or something like that. We like to share ideas and have a look and see what others are doing. So for the sake of those, I'll definitely carry on for a bit longer at least, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll see you next time, and bye for now.